I had an influence at a young age because I had two prominent people in my life that were small business owners. My mom, who had a hair salon, and my uncle, who had a few different businesses. One was a record store. And I was thinking about this, Garrett, the other day. What was I thinking when I was 12 years old, 13 years old? And I remember when my uncle opened up his video store in the 80s, and I must have been 12, 13 years old. And I remember going over there to help. I mean, I don't know. I probably couldn't help a whole lot. I mean, I was a kid, but
Sure.
Here's some videos, stock the shelves or whatever. You know, he was giving me little things to do. But I remember what I felt when I went into this building, this storefront that he rented or whatever, and he was put his name on the front, the name of his store on the front, and it was his business. He had the key to the door. It impacted me so much that when I was thinking about this the other day, I mean, I didn't realize how much until I really started to think about what was I feeling and thinking at that age when I walked into that door. And I could tell you, I had a lot of pride, even though it wasn't my business, because here's this family member, is my uncle, who was a close family member that I was close to, who had this store. And it was a big deal in the 80s to have a store.
Yeah.
And, you know, because we didn't have the internet, so you didn't have online retail. It didn't exist. It was zero. Everything was 100%
in person.
You had to walk into a store. So it was a huge sense of pride for me. And it made me want, between him and my mother, especially because they both had businesses, different types of businesses, but it made me want to be a business owner. It was like I naturally just gravitated to that at a young age, even though I probably couldn't articulate that at that point because I didn't know how to put it into words. And we didn't use the word entrepreneur then. In the 1980s, we just called it business owner. And it was kind of a big deal because they were self-employed, earning their own income as opposed to working for somebody else. Nothing wrong with working for somebody else, but it was a whole different thing to generate your own income.